Abusuafo me chacha obi bia ya odam controversial ene kasa no. Baby am we dey me wo me dem. Me wo me dem na ya na ensem bia ya ensem bi so ebufu ensem bia tan. Abroche for Ghana for mesremo mama nyina otwedi ampo nyankopon nim na yempa papa Owusu Bempah chaw. Vise na Akuffo eni na eni niye na Akuffo na eni niye eye papa Owusu Bempah eye ne ya papa ensema papa Owusu Bempah ejina so le dem a wo ka no ya ade bia se bia son asefem MPP fo ni na eni niye na Akuffo eni na papa Owusu Bempah eni niye vise na Akuffo ho eni MPP so Emma sebia son amanfo beta papa no ade ne to tankuru emma sebia son bloggers ya omu ofin bloggers ya omu agimie bloggers ya omu nimu nyansa etimi ne emma bi mu a Nyankopon fere omu ya azan wo kurom ya edi nsemfo tia papa Owusu Bempah ene na Akuffo atwe telephone afre papa Owusu Bempah se osra no onya bibia man nka na ne birthday no o hye no happy birthday na Akuffo wanya de se vise wo man Ghana mu no obi anim se sofo Owusu Bempah ya Nyankopon afre no na Akuffo o spiritual father ene sofo Owusu Bempah na Akuffo se munimu a na spiritual father pa ene papa Owusu Bempah ye hu ade kura ye na wo ba sebia son woni animunyam sebia woni ni petitiw no etimi ma ya chi sofo Owusu Bempah ye chi sofo Owusu Bempah no sofo Owusu Bempah frem panimfo frem na Akuffo na Akuffo so mu obi amfafo no ame de papa no kotum neze na Akuffo wo hwehwe papa no nim guase wo hwehwe papa no efombo nam se Nyankopon no a se bi so wo frɛ papa no ntino up to now papa no gya ne naso enema bi wo no ma me ka che nipa se yade a wodi ye wunu a wodi wo bi no se bi so obi di bi be ye wo won se na Akuffo ene wutwa a wo fi se bi so asofofo a wokoso omu hweye omu fi nyame abonsomfo a wokoye omu fi nyame no ene wasa atwa wo ho se papa wo papa Owusu Bempah chaw de na Akuffo ye ntino ma pia stadium jimi fo kwase ampanyina woni mu nyansa ene wogu NDC fo anim ase ene ono so timi be kasatia papa Owusu Bempah wonse ene se papa Owusu Bempah fi Nyankopon ntino omu nyina ni magu ase mi de bia me kan me se mi wodam wo ye me bone na de bibi di me na de kro no me nim ho hwe na betwa nkontom pato so a ukokokokokoro no a ene wada pa petedi wo wie ye pepa di papa Owusu Bempah mesrawo ya oni firi mu ya wo mu nyina yifiri mu na sabia so nsabia nya do ye dai kwa no a wo ye o panyini wonna ewo so se mpanimfo se wo anyima ya ensemidin ti se na Akuffo de sa ne ma we adu de sa ne ma we adu na se ya wo ya Nyankopon ene kire se wo proof am ehunu se wo firi Nyankopon wo firi no enya zan enye bibia nye nkontompo se ya bia nka wo firi Nyame ana wo ba we mi ye che wo kwase ampanyini ba we wo mi ye che wo ana ne se nka wo firi Nyame nka ne nka woni maguase enze wo firi Nyankopon ntino sila papa Owusu Bempah wo se ko onim kwa na wo ko onim se nkwase afobie na agimi fo bi se ye be kwa kogi sika na egu onim ase bloggers bia ye ntimi hwe maame ye maame mu fi ye hu ntare papa hyehyɛ bloggers agimi fo bloggers na se ye be kwa kogi sika fi asofofo bi ho na ya no so nsuo se nwa na se ye ntimi nka asem papa nkyene anim guase na ebegu a onyame na ofre ono ono obedi wasema ma wo empenimfo se hunu ntɔkwako a onyame wonku bi ma wo se wo hunu ntɔkwako na wo do so me de menyame a enipa odi hu konkonsa a opeso onim guase no last minute na opepa wo chew timisero papa Owusu Bempah jabi bia ma nenka o jimi fo bi so ba bedi watema jama nka kwasiampanyi bia ne maame mo brada ne maame hu fi ne maame hu kankan ne maame hu tantan ne so bedi papa Owusu Bempah bedi watema jabi bia ma nka fa won sem Nyankopon fa won sem nyina ma Nyankopon na nyawe no ofre wo no won na hwe no na ga ewiase ne wo no so be hwe de nipa be ka kire wo hwe de nipa ansama nipa be ka papa Owusu Bempah untimi nsu Nyankopon afi nyame no wo so no sebe so bedu mle bi no wan hwe a ubenu ho ba me nim kwasiafo achi eni agimifo bloggers nachi na ni kwasiafo no mka nsem nachi na hwe susu Nyankopon onza ode wonsem nyina ma nyame okona wokono ye Nyankopon kono a ukọ nkotodwam bọ mpaye ese Nyankopon onse Nyankopon mo sese no wasa be take league e wo soro so ye sofo bi a Ghana de wo woni mu pa wo so papa Owusu Bempah wo woni enipa so wo ho enyina ye decent nko a emma ya obi say president wakabia ma president wagina wasore dem ama president no enkomche bia obehunu bia no wo frɛ Nana Akuffo do ka kire no Nana Akuffo do anyi waye no de boni aye na ayi waye dia onyame no frɛ no wono na approve no ene onzo wanya bia wo de aya dance dia papa Owusu Bempah wo ka senkaya dia wo ye MPP fo yi wo maye Nana Akuffo do yi wo maye ana wo se wa wo de wo pebeko wa wo de wo ntoko beko papa Owusu Bempah family kwa follow down ba Onyankopon no frɛ no woni ma de kurunti a wo frɛ wo e ma na nya wo ya mo de mom yenkotie papa Owusu Bempah nsɛm a wo ka ehu sɛ asɛm no a MPP fo didi no Nana Akuffo do didi no ɛyɛ ne ya pa mom yenkotie
because if you receive the blessing now in your life, you would backslide.
Because of maturity level, no.
Because the level of your maturity, you are not able to contain that blessing if God were to give you that blessing in this time. Now you have an expectation. You know that if perhaps you had received that expectation early in time, you would have been in trouble by now. Now, if you did not fortify yourself and empower yourself in God and you received the blessing early in time, some which would have terminated your life. Now, when I say some problems come with swag, understand me.
Joseph.
Now, they sold Joseph out.
A problem.
That was a problem. He cried. He was sad.
You run in many colors garment. A problem.
They removed his many colors attire. That was a problem. He wept. He was sorrowful.
No, it's a you raw many colors garment. Near the ahemfo garment mom are replaced.
But he didn't know at that time that they were going to remove that many colors garment, and in place of that they will give him a royal garment. There are certain things in your life
I don't feel say you're too sweet,
that you think they are too sweet,
but sweeter than sardine.
But there are some things which are sweeter than what you think is sweet. God intentionally will cause you to lose that thing which you think is sweet. That thing will go out from your life. And he will give you something which is better than what you construed to be sweet.
Joseph
So Joseph wept.
Because problem not a guy.
Because the problem that was coming to him was like a guy.
Tough.
It was a tough problem.
Say devil and a design.
I am saying to you that certain problems are not designed by the devil. Sometimes I want to encourage you.
Because complaints are dose on this time.
Because in this time, the complaints of men have increased.
And now complaining so I would deserve because your hard times.
And when you are complaining, there is cause for you to complain because we are living in hard times. So it is necessary for you to hear things like this to encourage you.
Oh, how penny.
That was that was great trouble.
Joseph, I am miserable.
Joseph's life was miserable.
Na niswadi hu no na da yeso ono ahu se enne ne a wonam mu no totally different.
His visions and dreams about his life compared with the situation he was going through were at variance. They were different things altogether.
We empire be no bebo fastens be no be because e nyame and I design is a problem no.
Now what amount of fasting or prayer was he expected to do? Because this problem was designed by God.
The devil had the problem about life.
When the devil brings a problem to your life, you are able to pray for the power of God to dismantle the problem.
But life.
But that problem that is orchestrated by God, manufactured by God. In such problems, what we pray is that, Lord, if it is possible, let this cup pass over me. And after you have made that prayer, you will notice that that cup is not prepared to pass over you. So in that situations, just surrender and say to God that let your will be done.
Can you say so? Problem is in the family.
Now there was a problem in the family of Saul.
Can you say Joseph?
And remember also that Joseph was sold out. He was sold out like an animal. And they went to report to his father that a dangerous animal had devoured him.
What a problem. What a problem.
What manner of problem is this?
I believe, sir, Joseph
was discouraged.
All the
dreams he had, which convinced him that he would be greater than his brothers, became useless. Now sometimes when you consider what God has told you
circumstances around you
and compare it with the circumstances around your life, if you are not careful, you would doubt what God has said to you about your life.
Because the circumstances different.
Because what God has said to you about your life and the circumstances around your life are different. They are diametrically opposed.
But
do not give up.
Circumstances.
Do not consider the circumstances.
Because
God is greater than your circumstances.
Joseph and Penisa, but require servant.
It was not the will of Joseph, but he had become a servant.
When you know your problems are a guy.
All these things, all these are tough problems. A false charge was put on him. He was imprisoned for it.
Another guy.
That was another tough problem.
The life I end.
His life had come to an end.
But
God knew what he was doing. Brethren,
situation
when you go through certain situations in your life, seek to know the purpose of God about that situation. Seek to know the purpose of God concerning the situation you are going through. Joseph did not know. I believe he would have prayed to God to cast away the calamity and the trouble surrounding him in his life. And he was casting the problem out of his life. But he didn't know that that problem had come to make him or to do him good.
In fact,
God is wonderful.
Wonderful.
God is wonderful. In God there is nothing like problem. In God there is nothing like a problem. Sorry.
So for something good.
And if God causes a problem to come upon you in life, he causes that problem for something.
Yeah, I'm reaching for Ghana for Mahunu. Mahun Sama Papa Neka. A yaw no deka. ade bechi bia na papa Owusu Bempah gina so le dem MPP for ya ye sei na mamo na Akuffo do ye sei tatuma na Akuffo do tie papa Owusu Bempah asem no na mo na ekoso pa enne we na do say woni na Akuffo do na mabosom so woni na masofofo mo nka nokore wo mu twa nkontompo to papa Owusu Bempah so e ma papa na twe no ho no ene papa na twe no ho no hwe ene de wa mamu na ye o nsema papa na ka o ma ne de pruzi ye woro no ho di no tum wo frɛ na Akuffo do ne mpanimfo obie ni wo fi no obie di tinatem no sa me de me ndabia me ka o ma me Agradaa di tinatem ke kan kwasasem na mpanimfo wo kurum ya enso MPP for na mo spiritual father ne papa Owusu Bempah papa no ya wo woni mu nti Ghanafo edu ba bia munya no no nkasa ba blogger wa jimie blogger ne ho fi blogger woni mu nyansa ne papa ni mu nyansa ene bo mu se de papa Owusu Bempah fa mu no enya ne ya ba de wodim nyansa ni pa bi onim nyansa wa asase su bia no ene bo hu se de MPP for ne na Akuffo do e de papa Owusu Bempah fa mu no enya ne kwan no enya wate ewiase ne kure wo ma monka na mo hontom mo muntimi nka ne kure nyina bra na mo bre ba wo wiase na so wutimi ka ne kure a woni sika kure na na se wonam honom a ate se obi a wo mpempem fi se wutimi ka ne kure me wo jam mpem kontompo hwede apia stadium hwede atoro apia stadium be gino di papa Owusu Bempah tem sa ne hwe yenya apia stadium na kurum ya no wo mfa mo ne bo wontwam kontompo ne nim kasa wontwam kontompo ntu obi so ne hwe apia stadium enim na aguase ne hwe wo se pachew so wakase bi atia ena no obi ko kasa ye ena ayesi a NDC for fanche no NDC for no se munim nyansa de a se bi so mo fanche no ba mo NDC for agimi dia mo de be cha apia stadium me de bia masam ka me ka ne pray kwase ampanyi we tie NDC na Akuffo do eye apia stadium na danfo krom ya obi ya apia stadium da adanfo ba woni apia stadium di nkoma na dana no woni apia stadium di nkoma na dana no me obi woni obi nya case bia wo de manyankopon bia no awie ye ba me wuntimi mmome emfa ho nni wuntimi nkume emfa ho nni susanso be ba so e wasetem no wahwe a woda wona apia stadium kontopo twato me so hwensem okekaye ene na dapa na da die no na wo no obi ye obone na se wofi se wutimu fanya fa wo sem nyina manyankopon fa wo sem nyina amanyankopon enipa na dapa be dadi de beba apia stadium so no wonye am half kra afina accident ni trouble e beba no so afina trouble fisi wo boni trim no aka asem nya na kra no aka wuti wiase ho asem aye na kra na isa woka de wuhunu ye no enka de bia me ka kire bloggers no mo jimi ni bloggers mu ni nyansa no mo ko jiji sika free ma me Agradaa ko jiji sika free so yi savio ko kubofo hono mo a na mo betra social media na mo jimi ahia no mo de ba mamo ahia no mo de ba mamo me de mi apia se de mi ya bo me man metwe man ne ko bo be edi nkonkonsa ya manfo jidi ye no ene hwe NDC for apama apia stadium afedi wonam no wopacho mfa mbona nchame mfa mbona twema wo ye panyin ni wa jimi a wadwene asema okan no ene be hu se wa jimi se woni munyansa na asema okan no ene be hu se woni munyansa papa Owusu Bempah wabre MPP insano pa ye tinatem MPP insano papa Owusu Bempah ade be chimbia wo hunu de nyakopa ka chedo ka kire MPP ade be chimbia wo hunu de nyakopa ka chedo ka kire MPP fo yi papa ni mu ntina ye yawo obi a woni di wonne nkon won kasa ntia no won kodi won kose ne pe na oba we yatimi di na tem obi a yedi di na tem na enam se o man Ghana no intention nsemfo ni jimi sem e wo man Ghana nti ya che papa ne na kotu na papa ne nyane ya me papa Owusu Bempah kra no na Akuffo do kan ka men kasa no ho da ana kam de awu ba nam se papa Owusu Bempah no wo ye sofo onyankopon na afre no nti no wontimi kasa won kasa papa no papa Owusu Bempah fache na Akuffo no MPP fo fache wo mu why fache wo mu na onyankopon no wati mu no a sebe so nse de nya do wo frɛ wo no na da pa na adi e woni pa ni so why na wo jimifo ene wo kwase ampanyini ene obi a yabɔ ne pa ne jimifo so obi gu papa Owusu Bempah ni masia obewu am yesie no na papa Owusu Bempah te ase abreche fo me chiamo Ghana fo me chiamo we dan controversial na kasa no papa Owusu Bempah sofo Owusu Bempah ko akoma to yam na wonyame na ofre wo no ono a ene bedi wasem ama wo jaji ni fo no ne dan kwase afo bloggers no ne dan ko bia wo jimi wo akire bia wo so woni mu yansa bia dan o mu life ma wo mu ne fa wo nsem nyam ne ko sunsum nyankopon ne nyame na ofre wo no ono a bedi wasem ama wo papa Owusu Bempah pio wo de she we dan controversial na me shira ba bia wo bia God bless you